Hello, and welcome to TPS 35. I am Donna Bialczyk, and with me is Jenny Toole. Jenny and I have visited the Star Theater in Taylor to discuss and give you an inside look at 10 movies that are currently playing at the Star.
Hello, I'm Lisa Miller, and welcome to TPS 35. We're here at the Star Theater in Taylor, and today we'll be interviewing people on their views of our specially selected movies. The Star offers a wide variety of movies, from comedy to drama, from cartoons to mysteries. The Star is a relatively new theater. It'll be 3 years old this October. The Star has 8 movie screens and offers a steady flow of new and upcoming movies. The current selections are as follows: He Said, She Said, Home Alone, Cadence, The Silence of the Lambs, The Rescuers Down Under, King Ralph, Class Action, Never Ending Story Part 2, If Looks Could Kill, and coming out on March 22nd will be one of the hottest new movies, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Part 2. With me I have one of the Star's employees. Hi, and your name is?
Mitch Range.
What positions do you fill here at the Star?
Well, I usher, I work box, and I'm also in the concession stand.
How would you rate the Star compared to other movie theaters?
Well, I'd have to say that we're better than most of the movie theaters around here, just for the fact that our projection equipment and basically our whole facility is way better. Our computer screens, that kind of thing.
Do you feel the Star is better equipped than your competitors across the street?
Definitely. We've got state-of-the-art equipment.
Okay. And what does the Star offer that makes it better?
Well, like I said, state-of-the-art projection, sound. We have computer screens, that sort of thing.
Are you satisfied working here at the Star?
Oh, most definitely.
Well, thank you very much for your time and cooperation.
Silence of the Lambs is about an FBI agent who goes to investigate into a brilliant psychopath on some of the serial murders that have been occurring lately. In order to find the killer, she must explore the mind of the psychotic. Jodie Foster, Anthony Hopkins, and Scott Glenn star in this high-packed action drama. Mature audiences are advised. This movie ranks with the scariest movies ever made. If you like drama, you'll love this movie.
Home Alone is about a little boy named Kevin, who is accidentally left behind during the Christmas vacation. He has to defend his house from burglars who think that his house is empty. He uses ingenious methods to keep his house safe. As it gets closer to Christmas, Kevin begins to feel lonely among all the happy Christmas activity and begins to miss his pesky family. Meanwhile, in Europe, his family is going through hell to get a flight booked home to get Kevin. His mother gets a flight and finally starts home, but she goes through many hardships and trials to get home in time for Christmas. While all this is happening, Kevin is having a ball giving the burglars a run for their money. This movie has a happy ending as Kevin defends his house, the burglars get caught, and on Christmas morning, his entire family comes home. This movie is enjoyable for all audiences, and I highly recommend it.
He Said, She Said is a movie about a love affair from both viewpoints, the man and the woman's. This high comedy has received great reviews for its fresh, witty dialogue and interesting plot. Now, not only do you see two people in love, you also get both of their views on each other's behaviors. This movie is for the more mature audiences, and I highly recommend it.
To Kill is a slapstick comedy starring Richard Grieco. It's about a high school student who is mistaken for a spy. And among other awesome feats, he has to save a beautiful girl to keep from getting killed and have the time of somebody else's life. No problem, this movie is enjoyable for all audiences, and I think that if you see it, you won't regret it.
Class Action is a highly dramatic movie starring Gene Hackman and Mary Elizabeth Mastrantonio, a father and a daughter, both lawyers on the same case, one defending and one prosecuting. They have to overcome their differences to find out the real truth, even if the truth destroys them. This movie is recommended for the more mature audiences. Parental discretion is advised.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Part 2, starring those 4 bodacious turtles, is one of the hottest new movies on the charts. This highly enjoyable movie is perfect for all ages, for teenagers and children alike. Vanilla Ice, one of the newest rappers on radio airwaves, stars as the musical guest. In this movie, the ever-energetic turtles with their mentor and teacher, the Rat, seek to find the secret of the ooze, which muted their amphibians to ninjas.
King Ralph, starring John Goodman, is a romantic comedy that is perfect for all ages. It's about an American who is forced to take up the throne after the original king of England dies. He has a hard time fitting into his kingly role and blunders through a series of funny mishaps. After blundering through an important ball, he decides to resign the throne. He turns the throne over to his advisor and marries his girlfriend and lives happily ever after. It's just your typical fairy tale, of course.
The Rescuers Down Under is a cute cartoon starring those two lovable mice, Miss Bianca and Bernard. This movie is perfect for children, and the bright scenery will captivate and astonish you. Travel with Miss Bianca and Bernard as they journey through the dangers of Australian outback and endure to save their friends from disaster. I guarantee you that you won't regret taking your children to this movie.
The Never-Ending Story Part 2 is a continuation of Part 1. This magical fantasy is about a little boy named Bastian who reads a book and imagines that he is in the magical land of Fantasia. He sees that childlike empress in her ivory tower, and the two renew their friendship. He finds his old dragon, Faulkner, and they reunite happily. This movie is ideal for the younger audiences.
Cadence, starring Martin Sheen and Charlie Sheen. It's about a son who takes an emergency leave from the Army when his father dies. On this leave, he gets into a bar fight with an MP and gets sent to prison. He meets 5 friends, and all of them bond magically. However, once he gets out, he loses their friendship. This movie is rated R and is intended for adult viewing.
The Star offers a wide variety of movies and a convenience of TV screens that display upcoming attractions. Coming to the Star will be A Kiss Before Dying, Defending Your Life, Career Opportunities, and many more.
That concludes our program on movies at the Star Theater. We hope that you have enjoyed our program immensely, and thank you for tuning in on TPS 35. I'm Jenny from TPS 35 wishing you a good night.